Alright, it's gonna be the Q&A video for hitting 30,000 subscribers. So thank you everyone who helped me in this journey. It's been a blessing. But as you can see, over 1,000 message requests here. And this is just TikTok. We got TikTok, Instagram. I'll try and find some good questions here. I don't really know what it's been looking like.
Bruh.
What's the biggest insecurity I have in my physique? Probably my lower back. It's too overdeveloped. Can freaking see it stick out on the side. No, that's not fat. How did you build your abs and how long did it take? Okay, I obviously didn't have my abs show for majority of my lifting career. It took me around 2 years of consistent lifting to actually get like a complete set of abs. And yeah, I didn't even do direct ab work. I was just lifting heavy compounds, so it'll just take time, bro. What's your biggest motivation / drive to keep going? Now, I feel like everyone's motivations change. You know, when I first started going to the gym was because probably my brother started going. I didn't really have desires to look the way I do now, but like that's how it is, it shifts. Yeah, my biggest motivation is purely self-hatred and comparison to people I think look way better than me. And yeah, just wanting to look like a sick cunt. What did you perceive your potential to be when you first started lifting? Did you think you would end up having the physique you do now? No, I definitely did not think I would be like this now, because when I first started training I looked like shit and I didn't know how to train right, so I didn't make progress that well. But yeah, kind of just trusted the process. So do you think your physique inspires more kids to start gear or start cutting? Listen, here's what I'll say. I know a lot of people, especially like during my prep, a lot of the comments and what people were telling me and like people around me were just like, bro, like I started going on the treadmill more because of you. I started doing this, which is awesome. Gear, obviously I don't promote gear. I never use gear, not yet at least. So eventually I guess I should start probably promoting gear to kids. I think that'd be my next move. Am I a neo-Nazi? I'd answer this question, but I want to keep my bank account. Peptides. Should you do them? If your goal is to build muscle, look at other avenues than peptides. But in terms of like actual utility, like if you want to get tan, if you want to lose weight, yeah, peptides are pretty good. How long did it take for me to get my physique? I am looking at about 4 years of training, just about. But yeah, 4 years ago I got my first gym membership and I actually started training seriously. I did have like prior experience like with whatever weightlifting classes I took, but like it was not actual like real training. Anything you did to sick cunt face max? I guess I'm a looks maxer now, but no, there's not really anything you can do for your face. The only thing is getting lean and going to the gym and going through puberty. That's all I can tell you. Have you ever had any mental health problems, like dealing with depression and such? Yeah, I have mental problems all the time, but I won't ever stop me from going to the gym and just putting all my energy into that, where I can constantly find some positive in my life no matter how depressed or whatever I am. But yeah, bro, even like post-show, like I had a pretty bad post-show depression, but we're getting out of it now. We got actual goals in my life. A lot of mental problems. It's just like feeling like you have no goal in your mind and you just don't know what to do. But yeah, I mean, you can just solve that by like getting some goals. I don't fucking know. I guess this is a pretty good one. Will you ever reach a point in your physique that you will genuinely be happy with it, or is it endless? I don't think I'll ever be fully happy. Like, I feel like I'll reach a peak and then I'll be like, that's it. Like, this doesn't feel any different. Thankfully, my goals are not purely only orientated around what my physique is built like, because although that's my goal right now, obviously for my future plans that I have in my life and what I want to do with my life, fitness is not going to be prevalent throughout it. This is just my first step for total world domination. So how much of working out and building a crazy physique is genetics? Pretty much all of it, and I have videos talking about why. What did the fitness / the gym heal in you that nothing else could? I feel like for a lot of people, the reason why the gym has become this, not like trends, but like very popular thing amongst everyone, you know, compared to like the last 10 years, is just because as people, like we want to have control of our lives. We want to be able to do what we want and like feel good about it. And the gym is like one of the few aspects of your life that you like have control over. You know, like everything else, like work sucks, bro. Like getting a job sucks. Going to school sucks. And yeah, it'll be part of people's daily routines, but it feels out of control. What are some of your life goals besides chasing prime Jeff Seed? Life goals would all pretty much have that aspect of freedom, not like financial freedom. I'm not talking about cars or, you know, I want to buy whatever, I want to go on vacation, you know, all that shit's kind of meaningless. But my life goals would be like being able to be free to say what I want to say, and really just have a meaningful existence where, you know, help other people's lives, inspire other people, change for the better, find God, you know. And yeah, I might not seem as direct with what I do right now. It's just like fitness, helping people get in shape. But eventually that's kind of like what I want to do, is help people realize the things that actually matter in life and help them change for the better, because it's a very degenerate world out here now. You know, there's not a lot of people who want to speak what's actually important. But yeah. Okay, this is a very annoying but frequent question. What supplements do I take? Supplements are cope. I'll pop like a Ghost energy drink and like some random pump pre-workout. Creatine, protein, like it's all whatever, bro. Like that's not really, there's no secret supplement I'm taking. Oh, but the bar. Whatever. So yeah, it was never about the supplements, really. Are you actually natty, or do you really do the bar for the huzz? Guys, I've never, right hand on the Bible, I've never taken VAR. I will eventually, obviously. That's definitely on the bucket list of neat things I want to try to show. For now, no, it's just a troll. If you weren't an influencer, what would your career be? God has chosen me to be an influencer. I could not be living in the 9-to-5. I need to be here talking to you guys, motivating y'all. Okay, I have zero desire to do anything else in this world. What do you think of this era of fitness influencers? Not many good things. Back then people actually cared about getting in the gym. It was like new. People didn't really figure everything out, but it was just like trust the process, have fun with it, motivate others. Now it's buy my course, buy my coaching, buy my this. And yeah, I think it's just like there's too many influencers who just don't need to be influencers, that just are in it for the wrong reasons. You know, I value genuine people a shit ton, especially in this industry where, you know, people just want to collab for clout, and they just want to make a million videos because of rent and not for stuff they actually care about. Like, does it really matter what the best chest exercise is? Today I'll be talking about the best blah 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 exercise. None of that matters, and we know it doesn't matter. They know it doesn't matter. If you're not having your content oriented around selling something to people, whether it's an idea, product, whatever, then you're not going to be making the cheddar, which I'm fine with not making the cheddar. I believe whatever money I need, I will be given. Okay, if I don't get a lot of money, I don't need a lot of money. If I start getting more money, it's because whatever God plans for me, I'm going to need that money. But I'm not actively trying to just like chase money. I don't think that's worth anybody's time. Anyways, yeah, but there are a few genuine people. That being said, how do you stay motivated during cuts, even when you're like crazy hungry / tired, etc.? By the way, love your vids. I mean, for me, I'm not very weak-minded. When I set out a cut, I know I can't half-ass it, and you're really only damaging yourself. Like, if you're like, oh, I'm just gonna have a little cheat meal, like whatever, like, oh, I'm gonna skimp out on cardio, like, it's you against you. Like, there's no external here. And especially when I have deep motivation for when I cut, you know, it's a lot easier when I have a bodybuilding show and a lot of people are expecting me to have a stage look, or if I'm meeting up and I need a mock TNF, you know, I'll definitely be adding in a lot of cardio and staying very strict with it without any desire to cheat, because I have expectations I want to meet. I'm not some boomer trying to lose weight and then they end up cheating on their diet or whatever. It's very different. It's all in the motivation. It's all in the psyche. How do you feel about getting so many gear accusations, and will you use it later on? You still want to compete in men's physique or to go to the other category, whatever. So let me answer the men's physique one. I am done competing. I don't want to be a natural pro. I already got my pro card, so the only thing would be to go to win the natural pro show, which I have zero desire to do. I don't really like bodybuilding. But yeah, as far as people making gear accusations, I don't mind it. It's a compliment. It's gonna be funny when I do hop on and mock the fuck out of everybody, and then they'll be like, oh shit, so this is what he really is like on gear. Are you going to get a Bimax for the huzz? When Clav gets his Bimax, I'll get mine. How about that? I only realized I could do bodybuilding like a year and a half ago, when I like cut down from 200. It's like, damn, I'm low-key kind of aesthetic. But yeah, never really thought too highly of myself before. How do I deal with hella body dysmorphia? Real answer, the only way is through self-acceptance and stop comparing yourself to other people. Now my answer, it'll never go away, and you use it for fuel to keep pushing further and deal with those side effects of that later. When's the Clark Kent collab? Funny you say that. September 12th, me and Clark sharing the same hotel room, sharing the same bed. Gonna mog the fuck out of TNF. What else? Maybe I join Echo Vision. I don't know, we'll see. I've talked about God in the past, but yeah, I do come from a Christian mindset when it comes to it. No actual background. I kind of just found it through other people like Nick Fuentes and John Circa. But yeah, I feel like I've definitely changed a lot for the better on who I am after really valuing God in my life. And yeah, I hope I can bring that on to everyone else. My original inspiration was Alex Eubanks, but then he became too Jewish, so transformed into David Lage upside. You know, did I crack Derb? Yes, and I'm about to crack freaking Rupert next. What's the plan with your future? More content. Any more shows? No more shows. What's on the vision board for Mr. Saraci? Pretty much ascend to sick cunt status, and then mog the entire fitness industry, and then I can start talking about God and shit and the things that actually matter. And yeah, that's pretty much the vision, and then that'll eventually lead to world domination later. We'll figure that out. If I could go back in time and tell myself advice, I would tell myself start pinning HGH and tests now to ascend. All right, this is a good one. Do you recommend guys with bad natty muscle building genetics to stay natty? I think it's better to personally hop on. The thing about gear is the one thing that convinces a lot of people who don't have an impressive physique to hop on is, what if I'm a hyper responder? What if I respond really well to it? Which, yeah, there is a slight, very, very tiny chance, especially if you have shit genetics to begin with, there's a tiny chance you respond well enough to actually surpass your genes and have a good physique after. But realistically, if you have a shit physique and you hop on gear, you'll still look natty, you'll still look ass, and now you have to, 1, keep buying gear, 2, face the side effects, because you'll probably not be lucky enough to get off scot-free, you know, hair loss, acne, whatever, gyno. And what do you get all that for? For a slightly better physique? You work a 9 to 5 in the office. Why do you need a slightly better physique? The only people who should be taking gear are people whose jobs it is around their physique, around fitness. So coaches, you know, bodybuilders, and influencers, I guess, or it's their job to, you know, improve their physique or whatever, and they make money from that. Other than that, you're kind of fucking up your health for no reason. Like, just taking gear because you want to look a little better. Taking gear does not equal looking better, first of all. Second of all, you'll just end up with more problems. What are my main hobbies outside of bodybuilding? I like to go for walks, and I like to cook food and eat it, obviously. And I like taking pictures and videos of myself. Why do coins have ridges? Well. My inspiration, I have like physique inspirations, you know, Jeff Sy, whatever. But actual influencer and personality inspirations, probably John Circa, where he says what he says. He's very knowledgeable and studies a lot about what like actually matters in the world. He's a very God-focused person when he's not being a pedophile.